Man, that was awkward. You know, I can handle these kind of scenes with the other characters, but you know, a lowly character? Are you kidding me? It just makes me feel very uncomfortable. And they really did, man. I just, like, moments after it began, I'm like, wait a second. They really are doing that, but in that place? I mean, there was a house, like, right behind it that had a light on. My god, what the fuck were they thinking? Jeez, yes. It was a bit past noon, I hurried off to answer the front door. And there's gonna be a second one at some point. Oh, God. It feels so wrong. It was my responsibility since Skyler was busy doing something.
りんちゃん、こんにちは。こんにちはですわ。
An especially dangerous duo was at the door. Asa-senpai, Kreia-senpai, what's going on?
実はね、この前部屋の掃除をしてまして、面白いものを見つけたの。それで、カリハと一緒に手を加えてたんだけど、それがついに完成しまして、ご報告させていただきに。
Something interesting?
うん。
Asa-senpai was all smiles, which made me extremely paranoid. What?
やっぱり可愛いじゃない。思った通り。さすがは朝ちゃんですわ。本当にお似合いですもの。はーい、リムちゃん、笑って笑って。ちょっとポーズなど取ってもらったらいかがですか？ああ、それいいじゃない。よーし、リムちゃん、おすばしポーズ。こうですか？キャー、リムちゃんかわいすぎ。リンちゃんいいな。お持ち帰りしたいな。
Asa-senpai is clearly turned into Renner.
それはダメですわよ、朝ちゃん。プリムラさんはリンさんのそばが好きなのですから。
You know, it's just weird, really. You went from that scene that's just like, whoa, to like, ah, isn't he precious? It's kind of hard to believe what happened in the previous scene.
そうなのよね。ねえねえ、どうリンちゃん、リムちゃんのこの姿、思わず抱きしめたくなっちゃうでしょう。まあ、そこですかさずリンさんに尋ねられるあたりが素敵ですわ。朝先輩、リムちゃん恥ずかしがって。いやよいやよの好きのうちって言うじゃない。ほら、リンちゃんもなんだかんだ言って目が離せないみたいだし。プリムラさんは美人さんですけれど、こういった可愛い系の服もお似合いですわね。そんな。ほらほら、リンちゃん、どうどう。猫耳リムちゃん、可愛さの中に鋭い綺麗さがポイントよ。
She also got the cat tail attached, but with two cats pretty much attached to the cat tail. Random.
萌えというものですわね。そこに基本通りのメイド風味を加えたところがこの衣装の勝利かしら。なんといってもご主人様だし、ただ一人選んだ方だけに生涯尽くし続ける一途なプリムラさんらしい格好ですわ。私はお兄ちゃんがいてくれれば。でもメイドだけだとちょっともったいない気もするのよね。体育着とか巫女服なんかも似合いそう。
Are we seriously gonna like go over multiple CGs of this or what?
ですが一部の方々に大人気のスクール水着などもお持ちですから。それだリンちゃん、あざといところ狙ってる。だったら同じく一部で大人気ウェイトレスなんてどう？ちなみにリンちゃん、ちょっとドキッとした。
Anyway, now I know that you're a uniform fetishist.
ああ、何それ、違うわよ。
Where do you find an outfit like that anyway?
去年の文化祭で私が着てた服。
I was expecting to say, I got it online.
それを朝ちゃんと私でプリムラさんのサイズに直したんです。あ、 それでだったんですね。どこかで見た覚えがあるとは思ってたんですけど。おかげで去年の出し物ランキングでは見事に得票数1位をいただいたんだから。枯葉の猫耳メイドなんて特に強烈だったし。いいえ、朝ちゃんにはかないませんでしたわ。
That's right, Itsuki made a huge fuss last year about one of the upper classes doing something extraordinary. Both the person who came up with the idea and whoever made it happen were crazy. Somebody was tugging on my sleeve when I looked. I saw a thoroughly embarrassed Primula.
お兄ちゃんはこういうの好きなの
So Simpo was waiting for my answer with a grin. I think you're gonna get an interruption. No, I can't lie. I think I do. Primula must have taken my words to heart as she stayed in the costume all day. I'll be right back. I'm expecting an interruption. So a moment. Okay. I have to see to that the interruption there. Because I was like, if I just recording here, just like my dad walks in, just like, what's up with that scene? I mean, I've said this before, but this scene seems even more randomer, really. It's always those freaking scenes. Primula must take my words to heart as she stayed in the costume all day. But, whoa, imagine if it was the previous scene now, my god. No. I have to make sure she doesn't wear it to school. I don't want anyone ending up on the sex offenders registry. You probably would have been, man, because you freaking did that shit in public. If someone saw that, you'd be screwed.
ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
Well, that doesn't sound wrong, the way you put it there.
全然起きてくれない。
Seriously, the scene starts. It's all black, so you don't know what's happening. First word, in. Next one, Oni-chan.
だったらこっちも実力行使なんだからね。お兄ちゃん。
What? That's just saying the same thing you were doing, only louder. Wow! I jumped up as high as I heard a full volume scream right by my ear. Holy shit, that must have been major ear rape then. What happened? Did somebody explode? Is there an alien invasion going on? Or is it something coming up? This is someone coming up the Messiah? Is that coming up the Messiah?
おはよう、お兄ちゃん。
Primula, are you the Messiah? Seeing the little girl chuckle, I finally realized what was going on. What, is Kaede sick or something?
楓お姉ちゃんは下で朝食作ってる。お姉ちゃんがね、お兄ちゃんのことを起こしてきてくれって。
If possible, could you wake me up in a gentler way?
一生懸命優しく起こそうとしたんだよ。でもお兄ちゃん起きてくれないんだもん。
You know, if I were to wake up someone, and it was a room like this that isn't a complete mess, and I could go into the room without them waking up, I'd plug in my amp and freaking blast it with the guitar. That's totally what I would do.
楓お姉ちゃんの凄さを改めて思い知らされました。
Reminds me of Jackass, where Bob Margera and a couple of his friends just woke up his parents with a band, just I could totally do that. Only just be a guitar. But imagine with drums. Holy shit.
はい、着替え置いておくね。二度寝しちゃダメだよ。
But, sleep. No worry, there's no way I can now.
うん、なら平気だね。それじゃあ待ってるから。
In his ears, it's still ringing. He can't even understand you right now, because that's all he can hear. She walked towards the door, but then stopped.
明日からも頑張って起こしてあげるね。
Primula left with a satisfied smile on her face after hearing my answer. My ears continued ringing. I cuddled my head in my hands. Tomorrow Please tell me she's not going to wake me up the same way. I guess I could consider that an appropriate morning for the beginning of the full term. Also note the fact that Primula is becoming, well, she was like, it's kind of like a bit transparent at first and now it's just completely in view properly. It sure is hard to sit through class after the 6-week break. My concentration levels were down and I put on a different tone of voice with maybe a bit of an accent. And it felt like torture to sit at my desk and stare at the blackboard for over an hour. Well, you son of a bitch, fucking deal with it. The best remedy would be to just go home and go to sleep without making any stops there on the way back. I was already lacking sleep because I had to get up early for school. And I did indeed go straight home, not letting temptations deter me. But when I got home, I saw people waiting in front of the house. The king of the gods and the king of the devils. When they saw me, they headed my way.
ちょっと話があるんだが、いいか？
それほど時間を取らせはしないよ。少しでいいから付き合ってくれないかい？
They both had serious looks in their eyes, which was unusual for them. I can already guess what they want to discuss.
正式に女を作ったってのは本当か？
ネリネちゃんでもシアちゃんでもないっていう話だね。
Will there be a different reaction or not since it's Primula this time? I knew it. It was the most obvious subject. They both adored their daughters and I knew they wouldn't stay quiet once they found out about this. I was prepared to be tortured when the time came. And to my sheer horror, this was the time. I nodded silently to them.
そうか。
はっきりと決めてしまったんだね。
I feel bad for Shia and Nerede. Well, Shia is gonna be the next round, so don't feel too bad about that. But this is what I've decided and I know there's no excuse.
殿。
Yes. I closed my eyes and clenched my teeth. I could feel the king of the gods raising his hand. I don't know if I'll survive the blow, to be honest, I don't think I will. But I have to do this. I had a fun time taking advantage of the fact that the girls loved me. I didn't respond to them, I didn't tell them how I felt, and then I chose someone else. You know the way he words that? That's kind of even more dickish, the way he words that. Had fun, you know, taking advantage of the fact they loved me and I didn't even bother to respond to them. Man, that's dickish. I had to accept my punishment for the girls who loved me for 8 years. His hand came down.
いや、よくやったリン殿。
Ow. He happily slapped my shoulders. What?
もしかしたらリン殿は女に興味がないんじゃないかって心配もしてたんだが、いや、とんだ杞憂だったみてえだな。いや、本当によかったよかった。
まったくだね。男として生まれた以上、美しい女性に心惹かれるのは当然。リンちゃんはどこかおかしいんじゃないかと心配していたんだが、実にエクセレントだね。
You know, with their concern over whether he had any interest in girls, makes you wonder, what are their world's views on, you know, homosexuals? I wonder how they'd react to that question.
これでまあ安心して酒が飲めるってもんだ。
どうだいしんちゃん、これから互いのとっておきを開けるというのは？
お、いいじゃねえか。こういうめでたい時に開けないで何のためのとっておきかってやつだよな。
ゼロが6つはつくようなやつを開けようじゃないか。
What was I worried about? The two kings were having fun. What's going on?
いや、めでてえからに決まってるじゃねえか。
まったくもってその通りだね。とっておきというのはコレクションをするためにあるわけじゃ。
Some people do. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Do you understand what's going on? I didn't choose Shia or Nerene. I chose a different girl. That's something to celebrate.
おいおいおいおい。リン殿は何か勘違いしてるみてえだな。
Huh?
いいかいリンちゃん。彼女は一人しかいちゃいけないなんて誰が決めたんだい？
Who? Well,
誰も決めていないね。
But there's an ethical dilemma.
深海は一夫多妻制だぜ。俺の女房は3人いら。それどころか人間、親族、魔族全ての所属を女房に迎えてよ、三世界合同の王になるなんてな。どうで、なかなかに面白そうじゃねえか。
実に面白そうだね。まさに前代未聞。凛ちゃんだからこそだよ。
So do they even pay any attention to any of their wives? Because there's literally no mention of them except for the fact that they exist.
とりあえずは深海で結婚すりゃ女房が何人いようと歓迎で。
その後私たちの王位を娘婿に譲り渡せば何の問題もなく二世界合同の王が誕生するわけだ。
That's a bit much, isn't it?
人間界のトップは物分かりがいいしね。
ああ、誠心誠意力を込めて話し合えば簡単に王の座をくれるだろうね。
Stop! Please stop talking such nonsense.
おっしゃ、まずは孫の名前を決めねえといけねえな。
Wait. What do they mean? Like, I mean, King of the Gods, King of the Devils. So, what are they referring to when it comes to the human world then? Because no one person really rules the world.
男か女か、それがまた問題だね。
They're seriously considering this. Oh no, they're planning all of this without me. Well, they get excited, I just stood there lost for words. Please somebody stop them.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
You know, somebody, anybody, in the comments. Here's a request from me. Since the first time she has said Oni-chan, up to this very point, and possibly beyond that for the next part or so, I don't know how long this route's got left, count how many times that she says Oni-chan, and post the result, because I can't be asked to go back and check. Primula's voice resounded again.
お兄ちゃん、もう起きる時間だよ。
She tried to shake my body, but she couldn't do it enough to wake me up. Actually, it felt like a soothing, swinging motion which made me even sleepier. It's like, hey, I'm in one of those hammocks. Ah, this is relaxing. Ah.
朝ごはん食べる時間なくなっても知らないからね。
But if I didn't get up, she might pull out a megaphone. Don't think she'd need to, really. But if she did, that'd be overkill. That'd do me in for sure. Besides, Primula might wind up in a bad mood, so I decided it was better to give in. I gathered up all my willpower and used it to dispel my drowsiness.
おはよう、お兄ちゃん。
5 more minutes. Fail! I couldn't resist my sleepiness.
ダメだよ。そう言って昨日10分以上寝てたんだから。
But I'm not satisfied unless it's by 15 minutes. Okay, then 3 minutes. I don't like the number 13 though, so make it 15, as I covered myself with a blanket. Primula's expression turned into a frown.
もう、だったら私だって。
Wait for it. Squirm, 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 squeam, squeam. What? Stop. Excuse me, Primula-san, what are you?
お兄ちゃんと一緒。
I heard her speaking directly into my ear with dramatic sound effects. Her tiny body latched onto me and the warmth from her body was making me lose my reason. Primula-san, I can feel a humble yet soft sensation on my back. You know, my reason is... The possibility of losing my sense of reason was in the yellow zone and rising rapidly.
お兄ちゃん、あったかい。
Red alert! Red alert! It's in the red zone! 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 This is exactly how his mind sounds right now. It's in the red zone! It's in the red zone! It's in the red zone! It's in the red... Alright, I'll get up! I lose! As I got up while screaming, Primula disappointedly crawled out of the bed. Then she smiled at me.
おはよう、お兄ちゃん。それじゃあ、早く着替えて降りてきてね。
She left with a smile and a spring in her step. How devilish. Gee, she did all that without planning it. How scary. I sighed as though already exhausted. The day hadn't even begun, but then it ended, because that's how most days in this visual novel go. They start with one scene and end with that scene. It had been a long summer break, my body was having a hard time getting back to the daily grind. Class was finally over, and as we tried to enjoy our precious free time, we all headed home together. Suddenly, Primula came to a stop. What is it, Primula? What is it? Well, you know, that interruption a while back? Yeah, that was for food, so I've kind of been waiting for, like, an opportunity to call it a pot, you know? So, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.